Yo, we're all on here. What do we got? We got I don't even know what time it is. 9:45. I'm gonna put in like an hour, but then I got to go to bed because I have to be up at 4. So we got
Whoa,
Aquarium
man.
Domain is in the house. Seville Steve,
Jeremy.
Miss Kalish, Nancy B in Tennessee, Bootsy, Uncle Smiley, and the Zenny, Danny V, and X Dude, Cheryl Smith, Kalish, that's me. Kalish, that's me again. Denny, hello. Daniel, Uncle, Daniel, Kalish, Zenny, Danny, Kalish, Zenny. I think that's, June. Hey, June. And
Hi,
Cheryl Smith.
June.
I don't know if I said your name earlier, but I'll say it again because she didn't give me. I acquired some blue Akara from her.
Oh, nice.
6 of them. Linda Worth.
Yours
Gills
the
the
gardens here.
right there. You aren't banned here, buddy. Don't let Ed's hatred towards you just go into his
and
show.
I was trying to search to figure out. I don't even know how to ban people, but I was trying to figure out where you can find if a person's banned or not.
Stan the Man Pitman.
You have to go into the Google settings.
Oh, I didn't do that.
BJ, hey BJ. Ed is a bully.
BJ Honeycutt.
He is.
He really is.
I bet he was a bully in high school. He was one of those bully football guys.
Actually, I wasn't. I was a very nice guy. I was like the sheriff. I made sure nobody got harassed.
I don't know that I can show them. They're a long ways from here. Yeah, see, talking about 20 gallons, Ed. I just bought 2 brand new 20-gallon tanks right there to house for quarantine. To house some fish I picked up over the weekend.
What you pick up?
Did you notice how nice I was and didn't ask to see them?
Yes, I did.
Because I figured you wanted to share it on your channel.
Well, I don't really have a channel anymore.
What?
I have been working. I haven't been like on my channel. I mean, I know this is my channel, but this is Skip's. I give full credit to Skip. This is his time slot. This is his stuff. So
I'm going to try to see how heavy this is.
Taking a dwarf cichlid. So I picked up, to answer the question, some more.
I can't see anything.
I'm not good with the names, Dr. Anthony. I apologize. But the lemon cichlid, the Luminani or something like that. What are they called?
The Tanganyika lemon cichlid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I got them here. I'll try it.
Ooh.
Lemon cichlid. The Neo Lamprologus laliope.
Oh, Lupi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I bought 6 of those. I picked up 2 or 3. I think I picked up 2 of the I'm just going to call them featherfin cichlid, but they are the furcifer, and the first name of which I cannot say because it's weird. And then I've got some of the. I got like 3 more of the. The blue gold tip cichlid, which is the Ophthalmotilapia ventralis.
Ventralis.
Yeah. So they're all going to go into the 130 here eventually behind me, but they are all far too small because Jason from Primetime Aquatics gifted me a Kelvis that has a mouth on it that would
Oh, yeah.
easily swallow all of
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah, tell us of those. You know, it looks like a small mouth, but they can open it and they. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty impressive when I see him eat the big pellets that the
Yep.
Frontosa eat.
Yep.
Oh, and Mel is here and Sketty's here. Hello, hello, Big Cat.
Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy, Kalish. If I didn't say your name before, I know I did.
It was strange
And
playing D&D without Kalish, wasn't it?
it was, even though it was a different character, and she wasn't fireballing everybody. It's still weird not to have her in there.
So I went to a fish auction last Saturday. The Greater Seattle Aquarium Society fish auction.
How far a drive is that for you? Not that
Just
that's relevant.
3 hours.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah. But it started at 9:00 in the morning. So we had to leave here. We left here by 5:30.
Ooh, ouch.
And we got there by 8:30 with, no traffic whatsoever. But a bag of guppy grass, $12. Things were going
Wow.
for above retail price at this auction.
Wait a minute. Did
Oh,
you
I forgot. We were supposed to talk about the auction, the Foxy
I got
Fish
you, man.
auction.
I've got you there, buddy. Sketty, did you change your name or did somebody hack you? Because that is you've added to your. You're gonna have to let me know.
Anyway, Aquatics, huh?
Anyway, Aquatics. Sketty. Should I sneeze this new to me? Should I try and squeeze this new to me 40 breeder in the room or switch it for a 50? No, I would definitely keep the 40. 50.
Yeah.
I don't know what a 50 is, but a 55, I would take a 40 over a 55 every day.
Yep.
Well,
So
I think
this
I
is what it
sold a
looks like.
gallon bag of guppy grass for $21 at my local auction last weekend.
Man, that's
pretty good.
you can't give it away.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So here's the information on the Foxland. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
Peplin.
What is it called? No, Peplin is they combine the names. I think it's Foxland. Foxland auction.
Oh.
Over on Stephen P's Aquatics. They're going to do that, I believe, tomorrow, right, Zenny? Is it tomorrow? And they are going to be trying to raise money to pay for dinner when we go to the Clash for their wedding. So, I mean, it says right there that she put everything you need to know right there. Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday, right? What? I don't even know what day it is.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday. So
no, for you guys, since you're on East Coast time, it's already. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, right.
I'm being an ad right now. I was looking at the in the upper left-hand corner. How long we've been
confusing.
on. I was thinking that was the time, 9:25 p.m. California Pacific time.
I think
I like the plants coming out of your tanks there.
This is something I found on the internet, so it's not my tank. Oh. See, but my head fits. See how it curves? My head fits right into that curve of that wood. So
nice.
I feel like it's my hair.
Do you ever have spiders make webs over your fish tanks?
Yeah, why?
Just read
Yeah,
the
it
damn
used to be
message.
worse when I had dart frogs in the fish room too, because the fruit flies would get away, and yeah.
Moochie! Trying to make an armadillo. Huh? Is that a drink? What is that? Still here. I was trying to make an armadillo.
No, I was saying that we don't want Nancy B to be an armadillo and just keep going farther north. Because they're migrating, just like possums migrated from the south up. I think raccoons may have started from the south and they migrated north. So now it's the armadillo slowly going north.
Kind of like coyotes migrated from the east coast to the west coast.
Oh my God. And boy, have they migrated.
Yeah.
What Zen said. Shut up and just read it.
I need to make whip my arbitrator.
Why? Just make skip your because
Well, but
apparently
if he's missing.
You love skip, and I'm just here for eye candy.
Well,
So
yeah,
that's
but
me.
you're always
I'm
there
the eye
on time.
candy.
So yes, the guy with the green hair is the eye candy.
That's right. With the Stanley Tucci glasses.
There's no armadillo
some-
emoji, so I tried to make one with symbols.
Look at that. I got these new glasses at the dollar store. They're times 3.5, and they really magnify
DJ.
good, but you can't see anything.
Words are hard.
Anything
Yep.
past this, I can't see.
Yep.
But boy, I can see my fingerprints. I really got to get to a real live eye doctor. I got to call
You
my
guys,
and see
Ed,
who's,
my wife and my doctor have been after me. I have not gone to the dentist or the eye doctor since 2019.
holy cow.
Your teeth rotting out?
No,
I wish you would just get a toothbrush.
Yeah.
You and everybody I talk to.
That's why he keeps his hair long, so he can just floss his teeth with his hair.
You're right. Big sexy. So what is this? Share your referral link. Was that on yours?
What's on what?
Yeah, I get it. I have it on mine too.
I wonder what
Where'd you
that
see
is.
this?
It's at the bottom of the chat.
New to
StreamYard.
streaming. Check StreamYard and get $10 discount.
Yeah, I think they want me to pay. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I don't have anything that deals with any type of money on mine right now.
Since
No, it's just at the very bottom, right before where you type in. You see where you type?
on StreamYard.
Yep.
On StreamYard? Are you on StreamYard? It does
Oh,
not
on
say
StreamYard.
share your.
Yeah, on StreamYard. Between the last comment and where you post a comment.
Hi, guys. Oh, I did that in private chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see this now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know
Hi,
what
Ed.
that is.
Since he private chatted us, hi guys. So hi, Ed.
I don't even have private chat anymore. How can that be?
So what they want you to do is, I think they're hoping that I'm just going to click and see what happens.
Careful.
Well, I'm on yours.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, see, look, it said, it just popped that thing up. I said it. So now if somebody goes there, I wonder if they can donate $10 to you.
No, you get a $10 discount.
No, it's a discount. Yeah.
Yeah, but is that for them to buy StreamYards? Yeah. How stupid is that? Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't just log out of my StreamYards because of it.
Oh, you're still there.
Well, I meant be able to. I hope I don't have to put my
Hey,
password in
Christine.
next time I want to set up a StreamYard.
So private chat isn't even. Are you still there on that page, Ed?
I'm going to remove it. I
Now,
just removed it.
Now private chat is like its own icon at the bottom. Instead of, how you used to be able to toggle right, left and right from, like on yours, it was private chat to the left and comments to the right. And now if I want to look at private chat, it's all the way down at the bottom underneath style.
I still have it.
Banners, media.
I still have mine right to left.
Huh.
I'm paying like $44 a month for mine, I think.
Why are you still paying it? I mean,
Well,
do you ever have
that
10
way I can
people?
get. Yes.
Oh yeah, for D&D. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do that. And if you are doing it just for D&D, we should kick in some dollars for you.
Oh, it's all right. I was the only guy that was monetized, and that was paying for it. So hopefully they re-monetize me, and that'll pay for it.
Yeah, right.
But it still wasn't the $250 that originally people were saying it was going to be.
So
But I
Zen,
just don't know how to do the OBS or whatever it is.
so Zen wants to know: you making Nancy B a good girl or a bad girl?
Bad. She's going to be naughty.
She's an undercover girl.
Oh.
She's going to be dressed up like a dreadnought, but she's actually part of the Tennessee Fish Mafia. The dreadnoughts are my favorite bad guys in G.I. Joe. They're like the people from Mad Max, the bikers.
Running water. What's going
She's
on?
going to
So
be a biker chick.
Sure, it's not a Bashir.
But she could be a Bashir chick. Maybe that should be her name. I had a really good
I'll be right
I was
back. I
gonna
got to
go
get
with
some more coffee.
I was gonna go with Madaka as her code name because she does rice fish.
Yep.
But she could be the biker Bashir. But yeah, she's gonna be my undercover informant with them.
Ah, okay.
I got her body yesterday, and I bought a head that'll work good for her for like 2 years ago. So I gotta pop her head off and put her new head on, and repaint her body, and she'll be ready to roll. And I also got a Shady Grady, and I've had all of his pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to paint them, and then I need to I want to make it just like Inside Outside's fish sticker of Shady Grady, and he's holding a bunch of bags of goldfish. I'm just going to do one bag with a little goldfish in it because a whole bunch would be harder. But I think I have some clear epoxy that won't get hot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to take a sandwich bag and pour it in the corner.
Yeah.
Let it get real hard with the fish in there and float it, and then tie it off somehow, and then put it in his hand. And then he'll have like a little bagged fish in his hand.
You need to have a picture of all the Fish Fam dolls, up, and just have a picture of all of them as your background screen or something.
Oh, that'd be really neat. I should do that. I was trying to figure out a way to take them to the class.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe if I took a 40 breeder and made a stage and then put a lid over it, because I don't want kids getting their hands in there.
Yeah.
And then everybody can see themselves. I thought that'd be fun. But I'm going to start making shorts and like telling everybody's story, because I enjoy the old G.I. Joes used to come with a story on the back of their packaging.
Uh-huh.
And so like where they were born and their code names and, their specialty, like second degree black belt in Taekwondo. And, so I thought I would do something like that for each one of my Tennessee Fish Mafia shorts and make them. Boots cats. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make boots before I can make a boots cats. I was looking at cowboy hats yesterday because it's really hard to do 3D printing. I thought you just plug it in your computer and push a button, but oh my gosh. So I'm going to start off with real simple things like pre-made dogs and cats and cowboy hats, because I really need to get a cowboy hat on this one right here. And I could pay somebody else to make my hats for me for $10 a piece, but that's crazy. You know,
You should do it.
Yeah. So I bought the machine. I did it before like all this tariff stuff happened and everything. So that way I'd make sure that I'd be able to make my own toys.
Hagen
And,
Hill Design is here.
I just got to learn how to do it. Hi there.
Howdy, howdy.
I wonder what spaghetti Nonia would be. Nonia. Would she be an action figure just that cooks a lot of spaghetti?
Or her hair be like Cousin It, but just spaghetti coming down, covering her body.
Ah. And she can pull a fish out of the spaghetti.
That's right, yeah.
Bucci says, if I was an action figure, I'd be wearing a bathrobe covered in cat hair.
I'm glad you can't see the shirt too close because there is plenty of cat hair on this.
That's why you
Black.
should never own a cat, ever. They're just evil creatures.
Or wear black shirts if you have cats.
Just wanted to say hi
Maybe
before
cat
bed.
is
Good night,
okay.
peeps. See you later, Hagen Hills Design. I don't know which one you are, so I'll just call you Hagen Hill Design.
All right.
Bye. BJ, gotta go. Love seeing everyone tonight. Hope you be around more.
Right,
Hope to
BJ,
be
it was
around
good
more.
seeing you.
Yeah.
It's always good to see BJ.
I agree. She throws meatballs at people. Oh, there you go. She could have that like giant meatballs in her hand, just ready to chuck them at somebody.
Her grenades could look like meatballs.
Yep.
I wear riding boots and rain boots. I'm a city girl. I wear riding boots and rain boots. I'm a city girl.
I have my bike boots look like cowboy boots. They're Harley Davidson bike boots, but they look like a kind of like a cowboy boot. They're pretty cool. So my cowboy boots are bike boots. That makes sense. But I used to just wear steel toes a lot. So that was really the only boots I wore was steel toe boots. Wore a lot of
Oh,
those.
she got rainbow fry. Ah! She got
What she
rainbow
got?
China fry.
Ooh. That's awesome. Nancy, I didn't get to go on Saturday. I had to cancel all my plans. We went out as a family out to this Italian restaurant together.
And had meatballs.
So no, but I had shrimps.
Shrimp.
I had
is it?
fettuccine
I'm not sure
Alfredo
that's
with shrimps.
well, that's not horrible then.
They would call camarons.
Well, it's not very often that my
she says, I
sister's
know.
family goes out with us. Wait, Nancy, did you see any fish?
I bet she did. Probably lots of them.
Is this an auction? Is that where she sold her $12 or $21
I'm gonna guess.
guppy grass?
Did
No,
you
that-
make
I
it
thought
to the
she-
Quad City swap? I did. If so, how was it? It was freaking crazy. So since
How
Oh,
come
he
you don't
even
have
has
Jeremy
hair in
up?
his.
Jeremy's
What?
always on your live stream, and you never bring
Yeah.
him up.
I have asked
Send me-
He's your friend.
Jeremy, can you write in the chat how many times I've asked you to come up on our show? And you are always busy. How many times
And
have I
well,
asked you?
You want me to send him a link right now?
Yeah, send him a link right now. I'll talk to him but he's probably working on his tanks. He's always like shoulder deep in his tanks.
He's probably walking around with a baby trying to fall asleep in his arms.
I think Jeremy is long past babies in the house.
Long past
Oh,
baby making.
I thought you meant J&N Jeremy.
No.
So Whip banned him until 2027.
What?
Yeah, the other
That's what he
Jeremy.
said. Whip said I'm banned until 2027.
I never said that. Here, let me just go. Where am I at? How do I do this? You go
You
here.
can't
Go
do private
here.
chat with him because he's not here.
We need to do one with the other Jeremy sometime too. But when he's at his aquarium store, and then we could look at his fish at the same time. It's like a double win.
Invite. Oh, this isn't gonna work. What am I doing? I've had too many vodkas.
I thought you
I don't
drinking
have
coffee.
Jeremy. I don't have that Jeremy's phone number.
I do. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, Dr. Anthony, how's the fish room getting built? Does it have a roof?
No, they put the rafters on, and I guess the roof is supposed to go up on Monday. Because they told us we have to be out of our bedroom by Monday. You know, the bedroom is being expanded a little bit as part of this build. So
No, he's giving me. Well, you can't see it, but he's giving me shit.
So hopefully within a week we'll have a roof and they'll start doing things inside.
That's awesome. Well, we've been putting in a lot of new boards on our privacy fence around the fish tank, around the pool, because we have carpenter bees that have been drilling so many holes in them, they're falling apart. Now, in your personal opinion, Dr. Anthony, would you kill a carpenter bee?
I saw the chat today. Yeah, I probably would.
They're really fun to hit with a tennis racket, because when you do, you really feel it because they're such a thick thing. My dad and I were talking about it. He doesn't even understand how they can fly because they have such small wings comparison to their body. But you got to wait till they're looking at a new place to drill a hole or another bee, because if you just swing at them, they can go. And my dad was like talking about in Star Wars that there was they're like aliens that had wings that were too small for the aliens to fly. He was like, there's no way that those little wings could make him fly, until he started experiencing these carpenter bees. And now he feels bad that he felt like he said that Star Wars was wrong years ago.
Cat House wants to know, did you ever get the door installed?
We did. We did it 3 days. And I've been planning on trying to say something really mean about Lowe's. I want to be mean to their manager. His name's Jonathan at our Lowe's. I've got right now a 5-star review of my Lowe's because I've always loved it until we had to do something like this, and they made my mom cry so many times. They spent like over a week just to try to get their money back after 7 months of nothing. And they kept saying, oh, the door we got was too big or it's too small. And they kept canceling. My brother-in-law measured the doorway, and it's a standard 60 by 60, I think, doorway. We just went to Lowe's, or not to Lowe's. We went to Home Depot, and they had like a dozen of them in stock. And we bought one and installed it and painted it like 2 days later. So it was perfect.
After 7 months of waiting with Lowe's.
7 months. My mom was paying Lowe's $2,700 for this, and we did it for $600. Total, because all we had to do is buy the door. So
did you?
SC said you should poop in the display toilets at Lowe's.
Well, the problem is there's no toilet paper.
Well, you bring your
own.
own.
I don't want to have to walk around like, bent over so my butt cheeks don't slide together.
You just got to bring a little dude wipes with you. Wait a minute.
Killer Kitty
Nancy,
is ashamed of
Nancy,
herself.
I don't know what you're referring to, but do not
No,
disrespect
because
the kitty.
I was talking to Killer
Oh,
the whole
Lowe's.
time,
I got it now.
and she said
Almost-
she couldn't believe all the stuff they were doing, because she said that her Lowe's would pay the person back right away. They would have taken care of it. They would have given them like money to buy flowers in their garden, you know, like a gift certificate to get flowers in the garden, do something to make the people happy. Ours, all they cared about was making my mom cry.
I get it now, Nancy. I got it. It just took me a second.
But
It
yeah,
almost went over my head, but I
Killer
got
Kitty-
it last second.
if Killer Kitty was the manager at our place, it'd be perfect.
I'm sure
Our
it
Lowe's
would.
wouldn't have a problem.
Because
but
she
like-
already said that was. She couldn't believe that the shit that they were giving you.
Yeah. And my dad, I mean, he's right back at Lowe's
Scuba
today
Steve-O!
because Lowe's is our only store in town. Otherwise, he has to drive 45 minutes to get to a different hardware store just to buy
Home Depot
the wood around for the pool.
Yeah, I don't like Lowe's. I'm a Home Depot person, like Scuba Steve.
Well, my dad
I
was
have no
super
loyalty
excited though.
worth it.
It turns out that Lowe's does, or Home Depot does military discounts too. See, my dad loves that was his favorite thing about Lowe's, was getting 10% off every time.
Our Home Depot and Lowe's are right next to each other. I mean,
Yeah,
the
they usually are.
That's
the
how it is in
parking lots
Hickson.
connected to each other. So
Both of them are only 22 miles. We have got one 22 miles to the west and 22 miles to the south, but it's like a 45-minute drive to both of them because the roads are so windy. And for some reason, we only have a Lowe's here, but we live in a small community of 6,000. But because we're the biggest town around, all the other towns come here. So that's how we have so much stuff. I mean, we have like 30 restaurants in our town. It's crazy. We've got like 10 or 11 hotels in our town. It's a big vacation or weekend place, my town is.
Ours are like
We have two different boat salesmen in our
the
town.
doctors. We have literally. Menards is further up the road, but it's only like a mile away. And then you got Home Depot and Lowe's like across the street from one another.
Yeah. Well, all my racks are Husky racks that I bought at Home Depot's because Home Depot does a great sale once a year or twice a year, actually, on Husky racks. You just can't beat it.
Yep. So you have 4 Buc-ee's within a 10-mile radius, though, right?
Our closest Buc-ee's, well, you see, it's a really windy road to get to it, too. I'll show you how windy it is. Directions to the closest Buc-ee's.
George, who's Mr. Fireball? Is that you, Doctor?
No.
Because I don't know who else would be out that way to go to Findig. Isn't that up by California?
Yeah, Findig's in Sacramento.
And Mr. Fireball.
I'm at the bottom, and there's a Buc-ee's up north.
Oh, that's a bit, yeah. I guess
That's
it's
a
me.
45-minute or a 56-minute drive to go 45 miles. That's pretty straight for a long stretch. But where it gets real curvy, it really gets curvy. It doesn't show how curvy it really is.
I was going to go to Findig until I checked the hotel, and it's $200 a night.
Yowbers.
Yeah, a 10-hour drive one way. There may be a chance I might still go, but I just don't know.
You are Dr. Fireball. You are the man. Are you going to Findig, or you don't? Do you know? No.
Wait. Whip, you weren't listening to me when I was talking?
No, I seldom listen. I just talk.
He said it costs $200, so he's not going.
Yeah.
A night.
So, I really haven't checked
$200. What?
Yeah.
What?
$200 a night, and it's there's not Didn't you find a cheaper hotel like right next? No. I really haven't checked much. I didn't. I wasn't sure if I wanted to drive by myself 10 hours. You know, I like driving, but
I drove 16 to go see John and Lisa all by myself. That sucked. So
all by myself.
10 hours is doable because I do that every day, but I don't
Ed
know.
was singing all by myself.
Where is Bendy?
Don't want to live.
I just met a guy on Facebook that's in my area and has 70 tanks and is opening a store here. I'm so freaking pumped.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Nathan down in Florida. That doesn't do any of us any good.
I'll be in Florida in May. I'm giving a talk in Tampa Bay.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm be giving a talk.
What could you possibly have to talk about?
Talking about fishes of Cambodia.
What day in May?
May, the second weekend of May. That Saturday, I think it's May 10th. Let's see. Yeah, May 10th.
I'll look into it. I've got to find how much are rooms down there.
I have no idea. I don't pay for the rooms.
Yeah, good point.
George says he's staying next door, so he doesn't have to pay for those ridiculous prices.
Okay, I have to check it out then,
in
George.
Tampa Bay.
Builders Square?
Builder Square. We used to have Builder Square in Texas when I was living in Texas, in Amarillo. I remember Builder Square.
That must be a South thing because I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, I could probably get a room for $75 near their house. How close is the thing to their house?
What's on May 10th?
May 10th, I'll be in Tampa Bay giving a talk there.
Tampa Bay.
Boots Cats.
Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a drive for you,
Directions to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, except this weekend, Boots.
Tommy
is the big plan out.
I can do it in one day.
Yeah,
it's only 9-hour drive.
There's
pretty much just straight drive.
Ed, so there's no reason to drive.
Go sleep.
I've got to avoid Atlanta is the worst part because it could be 12 hours if you hit Atlanta at the wrong time.
You can't hit Atlanta at a good time.
Really late at night is better.
Even then, it sucked.
You're driving right through Atlanta.
Yep, every time.
I know it sucks. Atlanta's really close. Atlanta's where I start almost. That's what's really sucky.
Dude, every time I go to Marco Island, we go to Marco Island every single year for the last, 25, 30 years. And every time, it doesn't matter if I hit it early, late, middle, it doesn't matter. It's always horrible there. I hate that city. Plus, they lost
a $50 gift certificate to a fish store there.
Dr. Awesome, I wish I could travel. But you are practically in Tampa. What are you talking about? You can go up there.
Look at that. All that goes right through Atlanta.
Has to have surgery on her foot now on top of the knee surgery. You can go. That's a drive, yeah.
And actually, that's downtown Tampa Bay. That's downtown Tampa Bay. Where I'd be going is more like where you see that 75. So that probably save me.
Why are you showing us this, Ed?
George, send me a link. Email me if you have my email.
What? Who? What?
Dr. Anthony.
Oh, George.
I could bring him
George RB3. Oh, a new George. Okay. Different George RB3 from Eugene from Oregon, as opposed to George Aquaballs.
Yeah, wrong George.
Yep.
That George is like right in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, 2 hours south of us. Yep.
He's really cool. Have you met George yet?
Yeah, I met George at Fishtoberfest.
Was he really nice to you? He was really nice to me.
No, he was so mean. man, he cussed me out. He was the meanest guy I ever knew in my life.
See, that's what I was
RB3?
afraid
I
that
don't
all
think. I
organ
think you
people
got the wrong guy. Ed wants you to road trip with him. Yes, Whip, but now I got to take care of the wife. Yeah, I didn't read it all before I started opening my mouth. You know, a lot of times I let the words pass by my gums before I read or know what I'm talking about.
This is what we could do. Whip, you
Yeah.
drive to Nancy B's house. Pick up Nancy B
Okay.
and leave your truck there. Nancy B drives to my house. She leaves her car here. And then you guys get in my truck and we drive the rest of the way all in one day.
I am not riding the three of us in your front seat. Wait a minute.
Hey,
I have a
That's
back
not a
seat.
horrible
I have
idea.
a back seat.
Jeremy and Aquarium Domains having an Aquarium Domain Con Appaloosa.
Nice.
Or
Ooh.
Conapalooza, if you want it that way.
Jeremy
Conapalooza.
Domain isn't paying attention to his freaking chat or to his text because I invited him up like an hour ago.
Now, what
Maybe
town
he's
does
it-
Jeremy live in?
Maybe he's below us. You know,
No,
waiting
I
to-
keep looking. I don't see him down there.
What state
So-
does he live in? Is it North Carolina or West Virginia or Virginia?
Jeremy, you're in Maine, aren't you?
No, he's not in Maine.
No. He's
Yeah,
in
he's up there
Virginia or
somewhere.
North
He's like
Carolina.
right next to
I
no
thought he was in Maryland.
Maryland. Maine, Maryland,
Well,
it's the same place.
Maryland's the same place as Virginia.
There was a Builder Square in Michigan. Man, I don't remember
Directions to
that
Maine.
being a thing.
No, he's in Cambodia, he says. Or as
You only
Ed said,
fly with
Zambonia.
900.
He's in Zambonia.
I am. GNC. I didn't even say
Here's
hi
my
to you
house,
yet. Yes,
Jeremy's
I am.
house.
9 hours.
No, if you're in chat, you're already
I-
subbed to me.
I don't have to worry about if I say something really bad about Jeremy, it would take him over 9 hours to punch me in the face.
You know? Yeah, but when he got there, you'd really regret it.
I got 9 hours to hide.
Whip doesn't want to ride, bitch. Oh, Benny.
I've got a top to the back of my truck. We could leave on my truck and you could just put your sleeping bag back there and take a nap in the cab of the truck.
I used to do that when I was a kid. We had a pickup and, we are a family of 5 kids and the younger ones, there would only be one in the front with my mom and dad, usually my little sister, and the rest of us were back. We'd go through some cold areas and we'd all have sleeping bags or something, just freezing. And this is before we had a camper shell. My dad made a camper shell. This is pre-camper shell.
I remember when I first started playing football in 2nd grade, my coach would come around and pick us up, and we'd all just throw our pads in the back of the pickup and then sit on the side of the pickup.
Yep.
So insane. And then everywhere we traveled, I sat in the back of the station wagon right against the glass.
Yeah.
Where
he's under there.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. No seatbelts, nothing.
No.
Dude, when I was a little guy, well, not little, I was probably 15, 16. I remember my dad got so pissed at me. No, you know what? I had to have been younger than that. Probably 12, 13. We had ridden our bikes from one town to another, like 2 towns over to see my grandma. And it was along a highway. So, I mean, people were moving because this is back in the 80s. And he came and got us, threw our bikes in the back of his pickup. And I remember, I don't know why I thought it'd be funny, but I stood like with my ass against the window and I jumped up. And I went to the tailgate like immediately because as soon as you clear the top of the cab, the wind grabs you. So It almost pushed me like out the back of the truck. I'm like, whew, that was dumb.
Well, but I
We do
haven't
some
seen
stupid
people ride
things
in
as
the.
kids.
Right?
I hadn't seen people ride in the back of pickups for years, like it's a couple
Yep.
decades. And now that I live in Tennessee, I see it all the time again, where high school kids just jump in the back and sit right on the sides. And people are just so laid back here, they let
Hey,
it
Ross.
happen. That's crazy. In Missouri, you'd get a ticket as soon as you got out of your driveway. You know,
I remember for football, one of the cheerleaders' moms came and got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of us in their station wagon. And there were there were so many of us in that thing that it was actually lifting the front end off the ground enough where she was struggling to drive to steer. Like she'd turn right and it would want to keep going straight kind of thing. We had to reposition our bodies so that it would bring the front end down a little bit. Man, Ross is here. Must be the end of the
End of
stream.
the stream. Yep.
That's a steampunk thing because he likes to come in right at the end. Oh, and he came in with the 15 minutes left to Chattanooga Edge too.
nice. Well, I appreciate it, Ross.
No, he doesn't.
You're one of the
Ross,
best things about Baltimore.
Ross, he really freaking hates everything about you and your city.
No, I like the ESPN restaurant there.
Oh, except for the restaurant. That's right.
And the baseball park's really fun. I took a tour through the baseball park when they just built it, I think. It was probably 20 some years ago. You probably don't even have that park. You probably built a new one too by then. But
The
it was
aquarium's
like
pretty
a brand
nice
new
in
place.
Baltimore. I remember.
There's nothing good about Baltimore.
Yeah, when it
There's,
first opened
there's
up,
zero. No.
I gave a talk at a conference at the aquarium once.
As a longtime Steelers fan, there's nothing good you can say about Baltimore except for Ross. Ross is the only good thing to come out of Baltimore in the last 40 years.
I went to a hockey convention in Baltimore.
You did too.
Not a GI
And
Joe
that's-
convention.
No, I was into GI Joes up until about 88, and then I went to junior high and stopped. And I didn't get into GI Joes until like 2 years ago. Again. And I was like, you know what? I'm old enough I can get into anything I want. So I don't care. I'm like, if somebody has a problem with me buying toys, well, I don't care.
That's
I don't
right.
care what
right.
that person's.
Yeah.
So these new toys are just fantastic. They're just amazing, and so I'm having fun with it.
Jeremy, everything you've said so far is funny and everything, but no. On the why I watched like 3 episodes of that and it just sucked ass, so I quit watching it. But you know what? I don't like the Sopranos either. So maybe it's me.
You know, The
Thanks, RBC.
Sopranos is like one of the only bad guy shows that I've watched. I don't like watching movies and TV shows where the bad guys are supposed to be the guys you root for.
Yeah.
You've heard of Disney Adult? Ed is a G.I. Joe adult. Unfortunately, Ross was one of those kids portrayed on The Wire. Oh, I hope that's not true, because that's very disappointing if it was or is.
I don't know what The Wire is.
It's the worst show ever created.
And it's about Baltimore?
Also hated Braveheart. No, untrue. Although I only watched it once.
You know, for movies.
Okay, wait. What? Wait 1 second. Keep that thought in your head. Okay, don't forget it. So Braveheart, I watched the first time. It was brilliant, but I couldn't watch it again because the way it ended. Gladiator, I've watched 1,000 times. Saving Private Ryan, I watched it one time because of the way it ended. I could never watch it again. So you're not wrong completely.
Braveheart was one of my favorite movies, but I hate the actor.
I don't hate him because I don't know him, but I hate that what
Yeah,
happened to him
yeah.
or what he did to himself.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Tom Cruise. Everybody's
Mel
like got an
Gibson?
opinion on Tom Cruise, and I'm like, I don't even know Tom Cruise. I know I love
Yeah.
his movies.
Mel Gibson
Yeah.
made the greatest movies of my lifetime. And I
Right?
don't put them in the top 10. But the Mad Max series, I absolutely love the Mad Max series.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like Tommy Hart, Tommy, oh my God, Tom Hart.
Zenny, you're on fire.
The new guy's just as good to me, so I like him. I loved The Patriot. I think The Patriot's one of my favorite movies, or in probably my top 10. So I've never really enjoyed those ones where he's with Danny Glover and he's a crazy person. I didn't really care for those.
You
Yeah.
didn't like those Lethal Weapon? The first
Yeah, the
couple.
Lethal Weapons.
I liked the first one a lot. I've watched Lethal Weapon, the first movie, probably more times than I should admit. The
I
rest of
didn't
them
like how he was trying to die because he was suicidal. I thought that was kind of depressing.
well, I mean, that was the point. But
Yeah, I didn't like that.
he found a purpose to live.
Hmm.
So it was inspiring more so than the other way around. You missed the point.
Yep. All I could do was look at his big hair. He had such big hair in that movie.
He did. Well, that was the 80s, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I had a flat top in the 80s. You didn't have to have big hair in the 80s.
You did, except for the weird.
Johnny Depp had short hair.
No,
29
no, he did not.
in 21 Jump Street.
Okay, yes, he did in that movie, but didn't he also do
TV show?
Yes, the TV show. But didn't he? When was
Edward Scissorhands? He had big hair, but he was like a weirdo in that one. Now it's in the 90s.
Yeah, not that one. He played like an FBI.
He would have been
agent.
pretty young in the 80s.
Where did he lose both eyes? Where he was an FBI agent. Somebody in chat knows.
I have never seen that.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Antonio Banderas.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, he definitely had longer hair then. Not long.
See, that wasn't about him though. So he was just a figure, or he was just kind of a supporting character in that movie. So I kind of forget about what he looked like in that.
He's always had kind of a I'm too old for this shit. When he
Cat
ate
House
the
was
dog
awesome.
bones.
But Cat House, we think your 80s hair is cool on you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what
He
makes
was a
you
high
fun and
functioning
festival.
suicidal guy. You're right. I like the U.S. Marshals movies. Yes. Oh, the first one. That second one was kind of eh.
I like a lot of Tommy Lee
Oh
Jones
no, we
movies.
got two Rosses in here. Hey, Ross Dingo.
Uh-oh.
I had hair back in the 80s. Yeah, me too.
I did too.
So did I.
But let's see. I had something. Tommy Lee Jones' best movie though is with Ashley Judge, and it's Double Jeopardy.
No,
Great movie. Check it out.
I'll check it out. But his best movie. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if I can pick a best movie.
I know he's in a lot of good movies.
Yeah, he was so good for like a 10-year period where he was just in everything. Beards don't count, Dr. Anthony.
Hey, you go to my Facebook, you'll see I actually had hair.
Battle to the death. Only one Ross can stay.
Oh man.
That's just me.
You know you Rosses, what's the deal with the store Ross.
Ross
The
for
Rosses
less.
in other city are so much better than the ones here in Chattanooga. Our Rosses suck.
I don't even know what Ross is.
Ross for less. It's
Sure.
like you can get cheaper clothes, you know, that last year
They buy-
style.
They sell toys on discount, last year's toys for a lot less, like $5 instead of 20. And so, I'm always looking for bodies to buy, but they never have
Bodies?
any bodies. Well, like,
Lunchtime.
okay, see, this is a toy
Ross
body,
Dingle, where are you at?
but it's a different head. I put different heads on their bodies.
Does Ed think all the Rosses own Ross? That's a question directly at you, man. Is that what you think?
I don't think any stores own Ross. I think Ross owns the stores.
That's what she's asking.
No, I think she's asking if the stores own Ross. And Ross is probably
You know what?
in charge of the Baltimore Ross.
Oh, so Ross Dingle is Australian. Ross
Oh.
Baltimore is a Marylander. I wear newspaper.
He ate my dingle.
Yeah, but you sell a lot of them too. Buying bodies and replacing heads. What stream did I just walk into? That's how it is with Michaels, isn't it? Michaels,
Same thing.
Is
Yeah.
that a yeah.
Oh no, Michael's.
No,
Is,
Michael's
Isn't Michaels that's
a
like
craft
a
store.
craft store.
It's
yeah.
Marshall's. You're thinking Marshall's.
Marshalls, yeah. Marshalls.
We have a
TJ
Marshall's
Maxx.
next door to Michael's. I
I
don't go into Marshall's because I'm not into the police.
Specifically about Ross, and I wonder why.
You're not into
I don't want
the
to hang out with the
police?
popo.
I showed my kiddo the Back to the Future movies, and she loved them. I liked the first one. I liked the third one. I wasn't a huge no. Is that right?
I can't keep all the.
I like the Western one and
extras.
I like the first one. Whichever one the Western one is, I like that one.
I thought it was hilarious when he said his name was Eastwood.
Yeah.
That made me laugh through the whole movie.
The first one was ingenious for sure. That was inspired. And then they just kind of trailed off. But I did like the third one. Ross Dingle, not to be confused with Baltimore, says, I agree with someone above. Mad Max had the best car.
Oh, yeah, that 73 Ford Interceptor. Awesome. Oh my God. I want one of those so bad. For my guys, not for me. If I won the lottery, I would buy one. And I'd even put the 50-gallon drums on the back just to make it look like they were full of gas. Might be the 72 Ford Interceptor. But, I want to thank Ross for
which one?
Having
which
Ford
one? You got to specify.
in Australia.
Oh.
In that movie.
80s Mad
I don't know if
Max
they have
rules all.
I'm a UAW guy, so I always like seeing American cars, especially the muscle cars.
All right. Well, I don't mean to do this to us because normally I go long, but I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, Dr. Anthony, anything? What you got going on?
I'll announce it much later. Something's
No,
happening.
go ahead. Let's hear it.
This
wish
summer,
I could hear it.
We're going to do a back to school special at Arkoff. We're going to not raffle. We're going to give away a Chromebook computer.
Woo!
Wow.
See you later, Ross Dingle. Not to be confused with Ross Baltimore.
It'll be a back to school special.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Ed Nuga, what you got going on?
I'm gonna do a couple day pop-up streams practicing walking around with this and the thing on my head, but I don't know when, but in the next 2 weeks I'm gonna do this so that way I'm ready for whenever we do conventions.
That's
And maybe
cool.
like the next fish swap. We got a fish swap in Nashville. We'll see if we can do it, get it practiced in, and then I'll do a live stream at the Nashville fish swap, I think in May, like the first weekend of May when I do
If
my
you,
walk. And then maybe Nancy B in Tennessee will be there and she'll wave at everybody.
yeah, maybe she'll even like narrate for you. So
You
I'm
never
gonna
know.
stick. I'm gonna stick to the script this time, and I'm going to say, don't forget Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics mega auction stream for the Foxland Wedding Fund Saturday,
Oh, it is fun.
April 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern. You guys have to figure out the time on your own if you're Eastern, Central, Pacific, or Mountain.
I think that's 5 o'clock my time.
No.
Mai Tai? You can have a
No.
Mai Tai?
No. 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern is your time.
Oh.
You are Eastern, so 6 o'clock. Don't confuse people. I'm sticking to
Well,
the script.
I thought it was Zen Ginger writing this.
She is, but she's doing it for Easter.
So confusing. When is Easter?
Hey, it's Cat House's birthday in 15 minutes, just so y'all know.
Oh my
Happy
God.
birthday, Cat House.
Happy birthday to you.
No, where's Foxy? Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. We say it's your birthday. See, I didn't hear it this week, so I'm off. I'm off.
You're right. All right. So, just so y'all know, I am working this weekend. I work tomorrow and Saturday, so no stream for me again. So
Ooh.
I will catch you all next Thursday. Unless Ed, is Chris back on Tuesday?
I don't know what's going on Tuesday.
I don't either. So we'll just say for sure on Thursday next week, Ed and I will be together. Dr. Anthony probably
For a
although
half hour.
he was late and nobody knows his schedule. For
I'm
a half an hour.
retired. I don't have a schedule.
4 Mountain. Okay, 5 Central.
And Whip, are you going to be going to that Nashville swap?
No.
One of your best friends is going to be there.
Who's that?
Ben Ochart.
Say it ain't so.
It's maybe so because it's in his backwoods.
I bet he doesn't go.
It's his backyard.
I know, but he's Ben Ochart. He's got no time for us.
Actually, it seems like whenever you ask him to do something, he comes through. At least I've noticed that.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know I know I said I'm going to leave, but I'm going to get a little bit on a high horse here. He is one of the coolest dudes as far as the big channels go. He is so down to earth. I mean, how many of it? He had never known me before. No, I mean, it was a year and a half ago, but he didn't know me. And he's like, "Yeah, come on over." Gave me his address. He gave me his phone number. I'm like, okay. And I went over there. I saw his fish room and everything. It was he's just like a regular dude.
Out of everybody, when I worked for Aquashella, I would do those hour streams with everybody in the YouTube fish fam that was like over 100,000. I did every single one of them, and he's the only one that came by himself, and he was prepared, and I didn't have to ask him a single question. I didn't have to carry it. He did 1 full hour, like a real show for Aquashella. It was
Well,
amazing. He's like the most professional
He
guy
is.
I've ever
I
met.
mean, well, he does. That was his gig as a working person. So he's very good at talking. Anyway, I mean, like, I have a buddy here where I live, like one of my best friends, and he's not. He has a fish tank, but he's not a fish tank guy. If that makes any sense, like I try to kind of guide him a little bit, but he's like, whatever. I'm going to put this Plecostomus in my 55. In fact, I'm going to put 3 of them in there. All right, whatever. I guess I'm done trying to talk. But anyway, he loves Ben just because of the tone of his voice. He's got a cadence and a tone that is like, I believe everything you say.
He's amazing. And he gave me a shirt. He gave me a shirt in the interview too.
And he's he's a super nice guy. I went over there. What time was it? I've been there to his place twice. I think it was the first time I was over there. He gave me 2 aquarium co-op lights, like the 4-footers. Yeah, 4-footers. And I'm like, I'm not here to be, you don't have to give things to me just because we're talking. I don't need to be given things to be friends. You know what I mean? That actually makes me more uncomfortable than if we were just let's just be friends. You don't have to like pay me to be your friend.
Is he still part of the co-op group?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, like he just went out and saw Corey 3-4 weeks ago. So yeah, so I mean he's not like affiliated technically with them, but he and Corey work together a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, who's with him and who's affiliated or who's not. So
yeah, I don't know that he's affiliated with him, but Corey does help him on it quite a bit. Nathan says, sounds like you're complaining, Whip. All I heard is I'm a huge baby and I can't stream because I work during the day and I'm too old to do both. You know what, Nathan? Fuck you.
Oh, on that note, we should go.
I get one per stream, right?
Nico just came up here to go to sleep, so we ought to go for like another 2 hours now.
Aquarium Domain says we ate with him at breakfast. Yep, we sure did. Yep, we went out for breakfast. Sounds like he likes to live on the edge. I got old this year. No, you're only as
When
old
I
as you
first
feel.
met Ben, I was with
Holy crap! That just scared the crap out of me.
I was with Fishy Biz when I first met Ben Ochart and Fishy Biz, and I ran him down, and he went, "Holy crap!" Yeah, because we're both really big guys. He went, "Wow, 2 really big guys."
Thought he was gonna get beat up or something, huh? What'd I do wrong?
Hey, Vinosky, you got here just in time to say goodbye.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista. So, yes, all right. So Ed and I will be together next Thursday for sure. Although I will see him on Tuesday. I just don't know if it'll be live or not. Aquatic News Network says you're 30 minutes in. You're good. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Thanks, buddy. I can drop the F-bomb once. That's what Rico always told me. You can drop it once. But hey, all right. Anything last minute?
Ed, when are you going to get back to crafted?
I need to get back to crafting. I just haven't been feeling great with my back.
Okay.
And I know
What's
that
that got
sounds
to do with
stupid, but
crafting?
well,
Whip failed to be my friend when he was in Florida.
when I get into
tried.
it, I do it a lot.
It was a bad try, but it was a try.
Oh, hey, that's nice. Cat House likes my buddy Sean, or he watches Sean sometimes.
No, he doesn't like Sean. He thinks Sean's an ass.
Sean's a really nice guy.
He is. I met Sean. Did I meet Sean?
I don't know.
Maybe I did meet Sean.
Sean's awesome.
No, I met Sean on a YouTube thing, on a stream. He came up on your stream or
yeah,
or
it was probably one of mine.
I'm gonna guess because I remember talking to him.
I can get Sean whenever, as long as I let him know like a day in advance. So if I know like one of the guys is sick, I can always call Sean, but I got to give him time because he has to work the next day.
The only thing, so I'm going to tell you a quick story just because I don't feel like going to bed yet, even though I really, really, really should. But okay, do you know who Clicks is? Do you remember Clicks? And I know Doc probably doesn't know who that is.
I don't know. It just the name Clicks
with a K. Yeah. So I'm at the Clash in September, October, whatever it was, and I get this like 7, 8, 9-year-old. I'm not even sure. I'm terrible with ages, but he's a little guy, and he runs up to me. He like beelines it right towards me, and he says. He hesitates. He says, "Hi, Whip," and then he like runs past me. And I'm like, "Hi," and then Susie tells me some little guy clicks images. There you go. There you go, Carl.
Okay.
They are. He was kind of a fan. I don't even know if they're still a fan because I'm kind of a jackass. Most people like me for like a minute, and then after that, yeah. Susie tells me, "Oh yeah, this little guy, he's like, oh man, that's Whip's shirt." So she gave him a shirt, and he was so excited and everything. And I'm like, man, now I feel bad if I drop the F-bomb or whatever, you know. So I have to. It's always in the back of my mind. Oh, don't say anything stupid. And then I drink a bottle of vodka and I say stupid things.
Has anybody heard how Keith is doing?
Keith, no, I haven't seen anything from him in a while.
We need to find out how Keith is doing.
Ed's too busy decapitating bodies to craft.
That's a lot easier. See, once I get the clay out, then the problem is I have about 50 caves I've got to make. I've already made the tubes and everything. I just have to sit down and just start going to town for probably 4 days straight. And that's why I've been hesitant to do it. Did somebody just say my cat's name is Nico?
Yeah. Denny said give him a scratch on the head. Or, well, actually, she didn't say the head, but yeah.
Oh. This is for Zen. Look, I'm going to motorboat him for Zen. That was from Zen.
So Denny, he motorboated his cat for you. Oh, good look at the Clash.
So you didn't read that one. Read the one above.
Which one? Denny or
Nancy B. That the little kid wore your T-shirt at the meeting that she went to.
Oh, so she sold him a huge one.
Oh, that's awesome.
He wore my shirt and a Tennessee Mafia hat. Nice.
That's super cool.
I
The
love that
kid has a hat,
that he's
and I don't
got-
have a hat. Man,
Well, you got to buy it, Ed. Oh, Ed. Jesus, you got to buy it,
We got to see each other in real life.
or Ed can set up his
Etsy account.
Yeah, right.
How's your Etsy account
That-
going, Ed?
Well, I got to craft, and I haven't felt like crafting for a while. That's been my big problem. I got to get back into crafting.
Oh, Nathan's
Detroit's
still
going
after
to
you
give up
about
on me.
yeah, some pleco caves. My pleco is he's sad.
Oh no! All right. Well, I've been planning on trying to convert my kitchen into a crafting area. So, like a massive area where I'm right next to the oven, so I don't have to walk as far. Maybe I'll try to work on that on Saturday since we don't have a whip show. And maybe next week you'll see me from there. I have a
There you
really
go.
cool sign that Oinky gave me that says Craft Ed also. That's like a light up sign that would look good in there. Ooh, I'll have to
Oink-
clean my 75-gallon tank real good that's right there. I've got a 55 and a 75 in my. Oh, that's nice.
That's from Monkey right there.
Is that your signature?
No, I don't know where she got that. She just used some random,
Maybe that's her signature.
or it could be hers. But that's what it is. It's a cutting board with that.
That's awesome.
And now you know. Why is there water on this thing? That ain't good. Anyway, all right.
Well,
So we're gonna go. Ed owes me nothing. He really took care of me in the Secret Santa. That's because Ed is a damn good guy. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Ed is a super cool dude.
But never ask him for
Super cool.
gummies.
But don't ask him for don't ask him to ship you anything.
Well, be the one he test
Shipping
ships
hard.
to.
Nice wood. Thanks, June. I thought
June is
it
all
would be
about the
bigger.
wood.
I thought it would be bigger.
Yeah, coming from Whip, you thought it'd be bigger.
Oh, well, I'll lie to you. Wait, I want gummies? I want gummies.
Pretty much. Actually,
Yeah.
my post office has gotten better. There used to be this old lady that I hated that worked behind the counter. And now it's a bunch of new kids. And I probably shouldn't be so negative about them. But this one lady used to give me the business every time I'd go in there.
Who gives you the business? That's what I don't get. You are so nice to everybody, and you get shit from people.
Because he's easy to give it to. Yeah.
That's
She
true.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't. She probably wouldn't give me the business now because my beard's not red. But sometimes some older people would just be mean to me. I think because I dyed my beard red.
People who dye their beard are just wrong.
I'm a hippie.
I know. They're just no.
Well, and I'm a northerner invading their property too.
Oh, there is
Invading their. I'm not quite a snowbird because I come here I've moved here, but I'm still, and I'm not. They really don't care for how California and New York people kept, like coastal people were flooding into the state for a while. But I'm from Missouri, so it's like we don't know if we like this guy or not. He has a weird accent too, so they probably think I'm from California too.
Wait till they get a load at me.
Yeah.
Long-haired hippie.
That dude's from Chicago. What's he doing down here?
All you got to do is have a greasy baseball hat, and then you'll look just like all the rest of the guys here.
Yeah, right. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you on Thursday. Everybody have a great night. Hopefully somebody's streaming after this, and we'll talk to you next Thursday, if not before. Bye.
See ya.
Say night.